Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is now 5:30, and I will call this regular meeting of the Burnsville City Council to order. It is our tradition to stand for a moment of silence, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance, and we invite you to join us. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. If the clerk would note that Councilmember Gustafson is absent. He is not feeling well today. And an announcement that members of our community and guests are welcome to attend in person, and we welcome all of you who are here this evening. They may also choose to watch us, watch this meeting at Burnsville, mn.gov/meetings, or on Comcast Channel 16 or 859. The public can also participate through Zoom by joining us at zoom.us/join. More information is available on our meeting webpage and in the council agenda packet. The first item on our agenda is announcements, and this evening we will also have a proclamation and also awards. Our announcement have to do with all of our upcoming meetings. Regular council meetings are scheduled for Tuesday, September 2nd at 5:30 p.m. and Tuesday, September 16th at 5:30 p.m. We have work sessions that are also scheduled for Tuesday, August 9th at we have a budget work session that's scheduled for a department budget presentation Tuesday, August 19th at 6. We will have a proposed budget and tax levy department budget presentation on Tuesday, September 9th at 6 p.m. So unless noted, all meetings of the Burnsville City Council are held here in the council chambers. And now we'll proceed with the proclamation. Members of the council, staff, and members of our community. Tonight, we have a proclamation on overdose and fentanyl poisoning Awareness Week. Whereas communities across the United States, including Burnsville, continue to suffer the devastating impact of overdose and fentanyl poisoning, resulting in the tragic loss of life, trauma for families, and long-term community harm. And whereas fentanyl, a synthetic opioid, is now involved in the vast majority of overdose deaths, often taken unknowingly through counterfeit pills or adulterated substance. And whereas Burnsville is committed to raising awareness, promoting prevention efforts, and supporting affected families and individuals with compassion and action. And whereas education, harm reduction, and accessible treatment are key to ending the opioid epidemic and saving lives in our community. And we resolve to play our part in reducing the toll of overdose in our community, which claimed the lives of more than 32 Dakota County, Minnesota residents last year. And whereas we affirm that the people affected by overdose are our sons and daughters, our mothers and fathers, our brothers and sisters, and deserving of our love, compassion, and support. And now, therefore, I, Elizabeth Couts, Mayor of the City of Burnsville, on behalf of the City Council, do hereby proclaim August 24th through the 30th, 2025 as Overdose and Fentanyl Poisoning Awareness Week in Burnsville, and do hereby encourage all residents to learn, engage, and advocate for prevention, education, and support in honor of those we've lost and those still struggling. Proclaim this 17th day of August. And it is my great pleasure to present this proclamation to Mr. J.J. Johnson from Dakota County Opioid Prevention Coordination. And thank you for coming, Mr. Johnston. Yes. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. And now it's my great pleasure to invite Councilmember Dan Keeley to stand with me. We have awards this evening, and this is for the Burnsville Festival Button Design Contest. And tonight, we will recognize students from the festival and Fire Muster Button Design Contest. We are excited to honor these students from Burnsville High School who submitted designs for this year's buttons. We also appreciate the partnership in our community. The school district, festival, and Fire Muster Board of Directors and the city have collaborated to make this recognition happen. And now it is my great honor and pleasure to turn over to Councilmember Dan Keeley, who is the president and chair of the Burnsville Festival and Fire Muster Board of Directors. Councilmember.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Can I use that?
Oh, you can.
I didn't get a copy.
Okay, you didn't bring your script with you.
Thanks, everyone. Thank you, Madam Mayor. I'm just going to introduce a few things, say a few words, and I'm going to bring up one of our board members, John Hamilton, who actually was the liaison with the school district and did all the communication and chasing things down to make sure that we had lots of participants. Last year we had 3 participants. We had 10 this year, so we're really happy that it continues to grow and that we can get more participation from our students to get involved in this design, this button design contest. This button is the winning button is the official 2025 Burnsville Festival and Fire Muster button. The buttons are going to be for sale. They are for sale right now on our website, but they're also going to be available for sale at the festival. And the button will be displayed on the wall of 46 years of buttons at Fire Station number 1. So it's quite an honor for the winner to have their button displayed there. So with that, I'm going to ask John Hamilton to come up.
How much are the buttons?
The buttons are $7, and they are available on our website, and we will mail them to you, or you can purchase them at the festival. The dates of the festival are September 4th, 5th, and 6th. 4th is at Nicollet Commons, is our kickoff block party. We have a lot of great stuff there. We have a big band, Free and Easy, I think it was inducted in the Midwest Music Hall of Fame back in 2008. Great band, going to play all kinds of great tunes for everybody, all ages. And then Friday and Saturday we move just across the street around the construction. We're working around the construction, and that's where we have a carnival, the main music stage. We have a zombie garage zone where we have youth music and skateboard contests. We have an inflatable zone for kids to bounce, teens to bounce on. We have all kinds of food trucks from all types of food. It's really our big annual. It's the city's largest annual festival, and it's the weekend after Labor Day. So I know that this group in the front row is going back to school on Tuesday, but you get one last sort of festive party in the summer with the festival the first weekend after you go back to school. So with that, I want to turn it over to John Hamilton, who's going to announce the winners, and when he calls your name, if you're present, I believe we have one or two present tonight. Two? Great. We had one made it through all that road construction. It was not easy to get here. Thank you. Please welcome John Hamilton.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Tell you what, this was a fun project. So we have 10 entries, And in order to come up with the winner of this, the board had to do 4 votes to establish the order. The entries were absolutely amazing. So first off, Kishana, want to come up? She came, hers was the second place
Second
entry.
place. Second place?
Yep. And there is a $50 gift card for you. Thank you.
Yep, stay here. We're gonna-
Stay here. First place.
And let's let them know who third place is.
Third place was Viviana Rios Villa.
Couldn't make it?
Couldn't make it
Do you have
tonight.
someone here that could accept it
All
on
right,
behalf of the?
so coming up is Catherine Braun. She was the instructor for this project and a great help and benefit.
Thank you. Stay here.
And first place is Daisy Cabrera. Come on, Daisy. So Daisy,
There we go.
here's your
Can we see the
$50 gift card.
I know that's what happened.
And then you have 25 buttons to hand out to your family and friend. Now, I found out that Daisy still has another year. And I've already told her that for next year, I'm expecting bigger and better things. No pressure. So this was a fun project. Very proud of the entries, and all the students did an outstanding job with this project. So,
If we come up front here, we want to get a photograph?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, come on.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. We always
Yeah.
have the teacher involved, and then is there anybody
Yeah.
from the school district, board of commissioners?
No, they're not.
I know that the principal, or the superintendent was not able to make it.
Why don't you,
Here,
three
slide this
are in
way.
the middle. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, there, much better, much better. You're, yeah. The next item on our agenda is citizens' comments. And this is the opportunity for anyone in the audience to address the council on an item that is not on the printed agenda, not an application form that will be coming before us this evening. And we have one person who has signed up to speak this evening, and that is Mrs. Leilani Kusamoto from the Burnsville High School, but I believe it is our football players. And if you can come forward, please, and give us your name and address for the record. So come, right where yeah, right there. And then, right here? Yeah, where I ask you, and then come together. Yeah. All right.
Hi, my name is Caleb Kumar. I'm on the Burnsville football team alongside me and my fellow captains and leadership here. We're here to formally invite you to our football games at Bob Page Stadium this year. We have dates of August 28th, September 19th, October 2nd, and October 15th. Burnsville Blaze, Burnsville Strong. We would love to see you guys there and extend our gratitude and look forward to seeing you all there. Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming, and we'd like to take a picture with all of you, so if you'll come here, I'll come down, and we'll have, and so you'll have the coach, yes, and Mrs. Kusamoto. So if you guys can all stand.
Yeah, watch the cords.
You guys can
Yeah.
smile for this one. You don't
Yeah,
have to
yeah.
look tough.
Yeah,
City Hall picture.
okay. There we go.
Uh-oh, you need to boost it.
Yeah. Mr. Golden is going to, can you see everybody?
We can see everybody, yes.
Okay. We,
Actually,
Where's the mayor?
ready? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. One more. Thank you.
okay, thank you. And thank you so much for coming and inviting us to your games. Mrs. Collins, is there anyone virtually who wants to speak?
No one online, no. Yeah.
Okay. We will then move on. The next item is additions to the final agenda, and this is for emergency items only. City Manager Lindberg, are there any emergency items to come before the body?
Nothing from staff, Mayor.
Members of the council? Okay, thank you. We will move on to the consent agenda. The consent agenda is a group of items that's considered to be routine.
We have somebody who'd like to speak.
I'm sorry,
Citizen
ma'am.
comment. You just didn't sign up.
I didn't realize I had to sign up. Could I make a?
Ah, okay. I will back up. We're very, very flexible. So please come forward and give us your name and address for the record.
You want me to come forward?
Right here in the, yes, this podium.
Okay, my name is Pamela. I'm a senior citizen, and I live in one of the new senior buildings on Pleasant Avenue. I just wanted to make a quick comment. I've lived in Burnsville for about a year now, and I have a real concern about traffic enforcement. There's a lot of sick and elderly people in the buildings that can't leave their apartments, and I swear sometimes every fourth car does not have a muffler, or they're street racing. That noise is as loud as a gunshot. And for people that cannot easily leave their apartments, if they're trying to read, watch TV, sleep, I take care of my mother who's very ill. And she hears the noise going past the apartment, and it's deafening sometimes with lack of mufflers. I know it's against the law because I looked up statutes. Okay, I know that the police are shorthanded, and that's a big issue. But I really think you have to concentrate more on traffic enforcement in Burnsville. I've seen a lot of accidents since I've been here, and I see people driving recklessly all the time. I think if you want a better quality of life for your residents here, that you should be concerned more with trying to get people off the streets that are driving so recklessly and interfering with other people's quality of life, particularly vulnerable people. And you've got a large congestion of apartments on Burnsville Parkway. You're going to get a lot more people living here. So I just wanted to say my piece because I feel very strongly about it. And I feel very bad for my mom who's over 90 and who's a cancer victim. And she has to listen to somebody with a souped up car making a whole heck of a lot of noise in the middle of the night. Then she has to try to go back to sleep. So that's all I have to say.
Thank you. Our police chief is here, and they're all paying attention to what you reported. Thank you. Okay, is there anyone else who wishes to speak? Seeing no one, we will move on. So there were no additions to the final agenda, and now we are at the consent agenda. And this is a group of items that's considered to be routine and will be enacted by one motion. However, an item on the consent agenda can be removed for a separate discussion and vote. Is there anyone in the audience who wishes an item on the consent agenda to be removed for a separate discussion and vote? City Manager Lindberg.
Not from staff, Mayor.
Members of the council. Members of the council, I would like to pull 4J from the consent agenda for a separate discussion and vote. And with that, I would like a motion to adopt the balance, please.
Move to approve?
Second?
There's a motion and a second. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, say nay. And the motion carries. 4J, I just wanted to highlight 4J because of the generosity of our Burnsville Savage Lions Club. 4J is to authorize the purchase of police rifle-rated ballistic vest protective equipment. And this item, the Burnsville Savage Lions Club donated $63,000 for this item. The total is approximately $80,000, and the Burnsville Savage Lions Club donated $63,000 towards it. So, members of the council, I just wanted to acknowledge the Burnsville Lions Club and thank them for their generosity and care for our officers and their safety, because this is a very important item. These rifle-rated ballistic armor plates will help keep them safe when they're out there protecting the public. And with that, I would like to move adoption of this item, and I need a second.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, say nay, and the motion carries. Thank you. And members of the council, we are at the regular agenda. The first item on the regular agenda is to authorize the purchase, on the regular agenda is a resolution authorizing the participation in the national opioid settlement. And presenting the item is our Deputy City Manager and Chief Financial Officer, Mrs. Jenny Rohde. Mrs. Rohde, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Good evening, Madam Mayor, council members. Tonight, this item is the approval of additional opioid settlements that staff has been notified of. So I'll just run through a brief background and history, and then we can look at the resolution. In January of 2022, the City Council adopted a resolution authorizing participation in the national prescription opioid settlements at the time. In September of 2022, we received the first funds. Remaining funds are expected annually through 2038. So there are a number of different settlements that we're receiving funds for now, and there are different lengths of time, but we will continue to receive some funds through 2038. In March of 2023, the council approved the EMS Community Risk Reduction Pilot Program. That really was approved as the expenditure, authorized eligible expenditure for the opioid funding. It is allowed under the state of Minnesota's memorandum of agreement that guides us in how we can spend those opioid funds in Minnesota, as well as allocation amounts. At that time, there was an amended memorandum of agreement with the state of Minnesota that just allowed that agreement to apply to all future settlements. And then there were I believe it was one other additional settlement that council approved at the time. So that all happened in March of 2023. The EMS Community Risk Reduction Program, that was a pilot program earlier this year as part of the Standards of Cover presentation with fire. The council approved putting more resources to that program with a full-time firefighter, paramedic, and additional equipment and supplies and things. So that was part of that earlier discussion in April. It really coordinates the approach for EMS treatment centers and care facilities so that we're making sure we're meeting patients' needs in this area. That is so far what our opioid funds have been spent on to date, and any additional funds received under this would provide additional resources for that program and any other program the council would wish to spend those funds for. We've been notified of 2 additional settlements. In July, we received emails notifying us of a settlement with Purdue Sackler, and then a second settlement with 8 additional manufacturers, I believe, of opioids. So they're listed here on the screen. Funding allocation amounts haven't been released. We usually get that notification once entities have had time to sign on to those settlements, and then we know what funds are allocated to the different states and the different municipalities within those states. There have been no changes or no suggested changes to the MOA with the state or any allocation percentages. So at this time, it really is just approval of receiving funds from those additional settlements. Deadlines, the city does need to sign on to receive funding and return all documentation by September 30th for Purdue Sackler, and October 8th for that additional, that second settlement. So there is a timeline. They send emails to the appropriate city staff, and we're able to sign on through that method. Policy considerations. Is the council supportive of participating in the 2 additional settlements? And additionally, I mean, we don't expect a lot of future settlements. If there are future settlements with no changes to the MOA or the program or what's eligible, is the council supportive of allowing staff to administratively just sign on to any future settlements that is just a matter of receiving funding? So those are the 2 questions. There is a resolution that encompasses this information in your backgrounds and in your packets, if council is supportive.
Okay, Councilmember Schultz.
So I will be voting in favor of this. However, while I am pleased that the Minnesota State Legislature has taken a few small steps to protect the ability of patients in Minnesota to have access to proper pain treatment, there's still quite a bit of work that our Minnesota legislature needs to do, especially since Minnesota is one of the states that has been called out as having the pain relief treatment for women undergoing breast cancer of a third world country. They're sending women home from a double mastectomy with Tylenol. So I will be voting yes on this. However, legislature does need to get on this and offer more protections for Minnesotans.
Okay. Are there any other comments, or if not, a motion to adopt the resolution is in order?
Motion to approve.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, say nay, and the motion carries. Thank you very much. Okay, members of the council, there are no other items to come before us this evening, and a motion to adjourn is in order.
So moved.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, say nay, and the motion carries. Thank you for being with us.